Hello all, today I'm gonna play Dark Souls and see if I can beat it as Nezmear. You're probably asking yourself, what is a Nezmear? Well, it's me. It is my LARP character. I primarily go as a Viking, but Knight is what I'm going to be in this class, mainly because it's a sword. I'm also a healer, so healing miracles are in my arsenal. I'm with a Knight class with the pendant starting gift. Hello, Lemon. This is your fault. And here's Nezmear in his Chari glory. Yeah, those gauntlets, yeah, they're coming off. I don't wear plate mail. I use split mail greaves, and I don't think they got them in this game. Sword? Nah. For right now, nothing. I lit the first bonfire. I attempt to fisticuff the Asylum Demon, but I lack the patience and the skill to go through with this boast. So I get the Helheim out of here. Finding a proper sword, I drop down on the Asylum Demon from the top ropes. Now, this is only my second time ever playing this game, and truthfully, the first go down was a lot of fun, so I decided, let's make this a challenge run. Now, this is an easy challenge run, and a quite unique one, because no one else is me. But with that being said, the Asylum Demon goes down to the King of the North. We celebrate our first victory by escaping this prison, and taking a speedy taxi with Hugin, where he takes me to the Undead Parish, where I meet my first true combo. Damn, that was rough. Walking up and activating the next bonfire, I do a quick little level up. Next on the Einherjar March is the Taurus Demon. I go up and cut down his archers. Then I face him mono-e-mono. While we're here, let's discuss the rules of this challenge. I can only use weapons, armor, gear, consumables, and spells that I would use in my LARP game. So that limits me with spears, axes, swords, shields, halberds, anything that I would use within reasonable appearance, so nothing gaudy. Realistic weapons. That also goes with any spells and armor that I use. In my LARP, I don't know Fireball, I don't know Lightning Bolt, so I'm restricted solely to a healing spell and maybe Power Within. And armor, yeah, all I know for sure is Chainmail. So we're going to play some Fashion Souls, so I figure out a kit that works for my LARP character in this game. It will be limited though. As you may notice the runtime of this video, I like watching boss fights. So for majority of the boss fights, yeah, we're going to see the whole fight till Succession. So I hope you stick around and enjoy that viewing. But Taurus Demon goes down to the King of the North. Look at that dance, so happy, so joyful. We make our way on the Drake Bridge and grab ourselves a spear. Very happy. I end up down at the Undead Merchant where I get my first piece of armor and leather gloves with a shield to boot. Isn't that just plain glorious? I kill the Iron Golden Busky and try to bait out the Drake on the bridge, but he was not there. Here I learned that the archers can still shoot you if you are sitting down. I guess if they shot their arrows before you sat, they're still active. Had a little jump scare in this hallway here, so I'll leave this fight in its entirety. This was, you know what, just me slaughtering hollows. A lot of hollows. They just kept coming. But they go down like the rest. No Draugr shall stand in the King of the North's way. We get the bonfire above Andre and we head back down to Firelink. We're not going to the asylum yet, but I'm just picking up a few loose items and a spell along the way. I pick up the healing spell, but I forgot that you don't have the faith required. So that sucked. We make our way to the gargoyle room where I am jumped by hollows in a hallway. Yeah, I'm glad my visuals cut out there, but that was awful. We try again with the spear. This time, a lot better. This is why the spear was the best weapon for all of human history. Got that range. Now time to face the bane of this run, the gargoyles. These stone artigers kicked my ass higher than I can comfortably count. Total of 28 fucking times I died to these stone bastards. But it was fun. Yeah. Did I ever learn how to properly dodge or learn their attacks? No. The answer is no. I even died on the way back. I got too greedy and decided not to kill the hollows. You think I learned how to dodge? A roll. Oh, there's a roll. And here he comes from top ropes. Let's try this again, shall we? I do end up finding the halberd, which will be my primary weapon for the most of the run. Did I use it next fight? No, I did not. But I learned from that. Didn't learn how to dodge, though. Or dodge that. Got burned again. Did I learn how to dodge this yet? Yeah, no. I got hit by that almost every time, and I just keep getting smacked. I almost killed the first gargoyle this time, but, yeah. Couldn't dodge that. There was no getting out of that one. Smashed once more. And burned alive. These two really kicked my ass. You think I'd learn patience? You waddling fuck. I did not learn patience, but I learned how to use my shield. Killed the first gargoyle. I was so happy. And immediately died. As you can see by the camera shake, I was starting to get frustrated. Once more, I learned how to use my shield. I'm dealing really good damage. These two were a very fun boss to fight, and the walk-up was very simple, so I was just go in and kill. Or die, in my case. But finally, after 28 some deaths, I finally killed the first gargoyle and had time to survive the second, almost dying again by the mere morsel of my teeth. Yeah, I have this habit of healing at the worst possible times. You'll see this throughout the entire run, where I will immediately heal and then get shit on. But after so many times, the King of the North claims another prize. The gargoyles, the stone artigers. These bastards were the bane of my run. And they were only the third boss in. Let you know how bad of a time I'm gonna have here. I just had Chuck and Estes, but I could not risk dying to these bastards again. But he goes down with a mighty chop. Cool helmet. Yeah, I ain't gonna use it though. Let's continue on, shall we? Ringing the first bell, and kicking this bastard off the ledge because I figured out my last playthrough why everyone kills him. And I killed Depressing Chainmail Man, but he does nothing. I just wanted to kill him. We make our way to the Capra Demon. Yeah, these guys were fun to fight. This fight is meant to teach you overwhelming odds. What it taught me was poor geometry and hit registration. But I do know that the stairs is a tactic, but my halberd is not complying. I should have done some spin to wins, but as you can see, I'm just barely, I'm surviving by the skin of my teeth every time. But with the dogs being slain, this will be a much easier fight. Do a nice chug and lose all that health. You have noticed some skipping in the visuals. That is because I am doing a direct capture from my Xbox, so expect some issues. It does clear up, but that is going to be something that's going to spring up here and there. I will learn how to get better captures, but for time being, this is my first time around, so yeah, I'm just getting bullied by the demon. You think I'd fucking roll or use my shield more, But no. The beast goes down and I go a little spin to win on his ass. And the Copper Demon is slain. Get the key to the depths too. Look at that dance, so happy. Now, I don't look up guides while I play this game, so walking through here, I discovered someone that was yelling for help. Discovering a merchant that sells, you know, spells if you get Big Hat Logan. Yeah, I don't use them at all. But we open the door to the depths. Yeah, and I fuck off immediately out of there. Only to join the depths in my own way. Great. We head on to the forest area, forget the name, to fight the Moonlight Butterfly. Is this even a boss? I don't know what lesson this boss tries to teach you other than, I guess, patience. But, yeah, I deal great damage, and it's already dead. I two-cycled it. You probably didn't even notice a cut. That's how quickly this thing dies. But yeah, Moonlight Butterfly down. We make our way to the depths, where I discover that I'm an idiot. I try to drink from the Flaming Cauldron, like in Dark Souls 3. That is not in this game, Nezmear. Yeah, hit the pot. That's definitely gonna make something come out. Oh well. I free the Pyromancer. I won't use him, but I like helping people, so I help him out. I get the Spider Shield. Can't use it because it's not in the same style as a Viking Round Shield as what I'm wearing. So take out my frustration on this giant fucking rat. Good kill. We make our way and we find the Sun Bro summon sign. He was a lot of help during my Thor challenge, mainly because he used lightning, so I found it fitting. But no summons this time around. Let's face this Neathhogger by myself. Like how cute the little head is. But I hate the rest of it. I hate the design so much. I love it. This boss fight took me a couple attempts, but honestly nothing too bad. Now, there was one thing I did forget to deal with here. One, my special awareness, but also I did not kill the Channeler. So I'll be dealing with him for all these boss fights. As he pelts me. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I don't go up there and kill him. I just let him live. Pain, right? So much pain. Even when I'm dead, he shoots me. Going back in for revenge. Mainly, I'm just trying to stay clear from it and play it a little bit slower. Wow, look at that whiff. And I don't know how he grabbed me there. He didn't do any animation, but I guess I just stood there as he started it. A fucking frame perfect grab on his end, so congratulations. Find the armor set, I won't wear it. Give a good couple chops in the ass and leg. Look at them whiffs. That's one thing that is a constant issue, is me whiffing my attacks. As you can see. I do end up getting the heal spell, so I try to use that instead of wasting my Estus. But I'll learn how to fly. Yeah, I find myself in Gnungagap, the great void between realms. And I don't know what caused this. We're just falling infinitely. Honestly, in the moment, I didn't know what to do. I was really hoping the Gaping Dragon would have just died and saved me the trouble of fighting him. But that is not what happened. Only I embraced the sweet kiss of death. But good thing I had the Ring of Sacrifice on, otherwise I don't know where in Jotunheim the souls would have went to. But that was odd. Let's continue on, shall we? I do end up summoning the Sunbro, because if they want to do a 2v1, so will I. And as a side note, Solaire, I love you, but that was fucking awful. Again, yeah, I don't know what's keep causing this. It must be frame perfect. But continue on, shall we? Yeah, this fight was even more tougher than it should have been. Yeah, you will not grab me again, you Arger. You Neathhogger swine. I should have really have killed that caster. But I don't. Solar's getting bullied over there. And in my fairness, you know, doing the no summons, I don't think Solar hits him a single fucking time. This is a 2-on-2 where Solar plays the victim, and I still get beaten around. You think I learn how to dodge, but I don't. I take a moment and just heal up with my spells, allowing Solar to tank aggro. Because I foresee him dying very shortly. Yeah, there he goes. I don't know what was going on in his head, but it wasn't much. But now that leaves me by myself with a buffed Gaping Dragon twice over now because the caster buffed him. And damn, I just keep taking back shots, aren't I? My main goal for this is just run around and chop. Run around and chop. Seems to be working. Yeah, that almost ended everything. I would have been very upset. I tend just to, as soon as I take damage, is to heal. I think it's better for me to not try to run away and just heal as soon as I take the damage. That did cost me a few runs, but for the most part, I just whiff again. Yeah. My biggest enemy is myself and spatial awareness. Yeah, he will not catch me in that gorilla grip again. But his tail will. I should have really cut that off sooner. But we will deal with that for the rest of the run. You think I'd learn to stay away from its legs because they do deal damage to me, but I don't learn that. I just tank the damage and just keep ramming the spearhead, halberd head, right in his fancy butthole. A few more whiff attempts. And eventually, this spawn of Jormungandr, this soul sucker of Nidhogger, goes down with a spin to win. And glorious, I win. Another boss down, a couple dozen to go. Let's get out of here, shall we? That's a lot of fucking souls. Thought it was less. We open the door to Blight Town, and yeah, I'm not going down there yet. We take Hugin once more to go to the asylum where I parry the fuck out of some Black Knights and get my shit rocked by Asylum Demon Part 2. Yeah, this boss fight was just a joke. I don't know what I did to trigger it, but he just kept doing that slam AoE again and again and again. This fight took me about 20 minutes. Just for running around, chopping. Running around, chopping. Yeah, let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? This was so fucking boring. But I played it so safe, but I did not want to do this again. But he goes down. Chubalub is slain. Yeah, sorry, Lemon. We take Hugin once more to get the hell of Helheim out of here. And to Blight Town. Wow. Yeah. This fat fuck. I don't know why I rolled. I killed myself there. That was great. Will I do it again? Let's find out. Almost. But the slog goes down and I get its shit. We do some hardcore parkour. Damn, yeah, I almost missed that. The thing drops to its death, but wait, it doesn't. Somehow, it fucking survives. Katana I won't use. What is the purpose of this room? I have wondered this on my last playthrough as well. I don't think there is one, but it's a cool hole though. Honestly, these bugs were probably the worst part, mainly because my weapon doesn't really do a big arching hit. I could have tried to run and swap at it, but like, God, just aim up. Just aim up. I still hit every chest I see. I won't use this. I don't use dragon weapons, but I wanted it anyway. I kill Mildred, well, while taking a couple hits myself. These mosquitoes are of no fun, but Mildred goes down pretty easily. The halberd is very good at taking down invading NPCs. We get the pyromancy power within, and we face Quelaag. Well, ignoring that, she was a pretty easy fight. I first tried her. Honestly, she was very slow. I did okay damage, I think. Honestly, I don't know if I actually deal good damage, mainly because all these challenge runs I see, they either do really good or really awful. I think I'm just doing adequate damage. But honestly, this fight was very simple. Her movement was very slow. Definitely changes in later entries, but as the Witch Queen? No. Chaos Queen. Chaos Witch. This Sather-wielding harpy. This big-butted fire arachnid stood little challenge for the King of the North. Too bad there isn't any frost magic in this game. I would have used it just for flavoring. Yeah, I tanked that hit because that was hard to see, actually. Didn't know she was doing that. Yeah, I don't know how I'm avoiding these hits. But, yeah, our hitboxes are not compatible this fight, and I'm just breezing through it, honestly. I get around here for a quick Sunny D break, and we're just gonna speed through this a little bit, because this was a long fight. I did okay damage, but let's just enjoy the show. And the witch is dead. Burn the witch, kill the bitch, regardless. Her Sather is mine. I face this abomination, and yeah, ceaseless discharge. That's a boss, everyone. He goes down. I end up going back and getting the Firekeeper soul and finding myself in the Valley of the Drakes, where I admire this sexy Draugr, and I do something I very much regret later down the line. I wanted a Firekeeper soul. I forgot to realize that this was the only warpable bonfire in this area. So this music goes out to both me and Bugslave. We make our way through the traps, and I immediately fall to my death. No, wait, I live. No, wait, I die. Cool. This poor serpent took 3 consecutive back shots. God damn. And Sigmire, you are so useless. Killing the Mimic, getting the Steel Protection Ring. I don't know how I dodged that, but he dies. Once more, gravity is a fickle mistress. Yeah, I stood right in the middle. Yeah, there's no surviving that one. Good job. I pop all my consumable souls just to buy a fuck ton of large Titanite shards, but I don't want to come back here. I spin to win on this bastard so he doesn't throw bombs at me. Damn Jotun. And we face the Iron Jotun. He was okay. Yeah, that was one hell of a delayed fucking dodge there. But let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? I was hoping I'd first try it. Yeah, that went down the drain. We faced the Iron Jotun once more, and honestly, I kept him on the bridge, and he just fell through the bridge, off the sides, just through it. Alright, Dark Souls, a win's a win. I can't retry it, but, alright. We take the Demon Imp taxi ride. To Anor Londo. So much pain in this area. So much pain. I killed both the first and second gargoyles with pretty easily. They dropped their shield. Too bad I can't use it because it's not made of wood. I killed the giant sentinels very easily, so I'm very proud of myself there. Yeah, these guys fall to their death. So that was cool. We do get the bonfire, kill a few silver knights, and meet up with Sigmar of Katharina. God, he is so fucking useless in this game. We get the silver knight armor, mainly just to feed the Framp for souls. I talked to the giant blacksmith just to upgrade some of my gear. I would use the gargoyle's halberd, but it like moves and flexible. Yeah, that's not the type of weapon I use. But got the halberd to +10. Why is there so many mimics in Anor Londo? That I don't know, but now it's Ornstein and Smough time. Oh, what fun these two fuckers were. Honestly, my favorite boss fight in this entire game is these two fucks. Yeah, I hate them. I hated fighting these two. I primarily focused on Smough. People here call him Smough, but pretty sure it's actually pronounced Smough. But regardless, focused on him because I wanted Ornstein's soul for his spear. I'm dealing really good damage, but these two were on my ass like flies on shit. It was a lot of fun though. My main tactic is just run, get backshotted, and try to chop. And heal at the worst times. I'm dodging pretty good, not gonna lie. And he does that a lot. I keep whiffing a lot of my hits with my run-ups or just my standard stabs. Like that one, I hit his weapon. I love seeing Ornstein just glide around the fucking map like this shit. Like, how do I dodge this? Zips around there and immediately P-trains to me. Like, holy shit, Ornstein. We're both, me and Smough are just whiffing our hits so fucking hard. But after only about, what, 4 deaths, I believe, I kill Ornstein finally. I said finally. There he goes.
Big boom in the room. Hard go kaboom kaboom. Big boom in the room. Hard go kaboom kaboom. Big boom, big boom, shaking all this ground. Big boom in the room. Hard go kaboom kaboom. Light flash, my pulse jumps. Lost track of the clock once. You left, I move closer. Tonight isn't over. Hands up, they don't fall. We spin like a pinball. Your smile, my undoing. This rush, keep it brewing. Every second turning louder. Feel it rising like a flower. Hold your breath, the blast is soon. Countdown to the big boom in my chest right now. You strike one spark and it all blows out. We go up, then we
Now, that would have been a true Dranger move if I beat him in that go-around, but alas, the Norns did not weave that in my favor, so I plunge into this room of bullshit once more to fight Super Ornstein. These twin guardians of Gwendolyn will not stand in the King of the North's way. This is by far one of my favorite boss fights in the Soulsborne category. Now, granted, I've only beaten this game once before, but my god, these two, 10 out of fucking 10. Let's enjoy this fight, shall we? And just like that, these protectors of a hollow and false maiden go down. Gwyn, you will be soon. And your son, a Dranger to the wyverns he is, he will be eventual. I end up making Ornstein's spear, but it is way too gaudy for a simple spear that I have at LARP, so, yeah, I won't be using it. Waste a boss soul, though. Honestly, while playing this game, you annoyed me. But looking back on it, you're not here to help me. It's for me to help you. And honestly, I appreciate that. You're not here to help me become Lord of Cinder, I'm here to help you. Experiencing Vor for the first time. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Thanks for that, buddy. I do make my way back to the forest to, well, you think you know what I'm about to do, don't you? Here I experience something, well, I can only attribute to stupidity. Yeah. But finding my way to Sif. Introducing Sif, oh great wolf. Immediately knocks me on my ass twice. I just keep tanking hits. I'm this squirrely wolf, this Garian Freki, this Fenrir. I do not enjoy fighting her. I think it's a her. Oh, you are named after Sif, Thor's bride, the golden hand. You want none of those things. You are a fucking dog. The badass sword in its maw. Honestly, simple concept. Great boss fight though. The constant backpedaling is annoying to say the least. As we trade hits. I'm trading hits with a giant fucking dog. And do you think I will dodge eventually? Maybe. But not at this moment. There's some rolls. There's some more rolls. I do learn eventually. This is why I want to keep the entirety of the boss fights in here, just to show my fucking inexperience with these. That generally gave me a jump scare while I'm running away. But the Sif is such a squirrely fight. Reminds me a lot of the Dead Wolfman in Elden Ring. Forget his fucking name. but we'll get to him at some point in time. But honestly, the squirrely bosses is such a patience game that I can't be bothered with. So I'll just keep running and spinning. We'll both just spin to win. Eventually, one of our blades will fall apart. But with my Estus reserves, I think we know where this is about to go. And like that, the great wolf, Sif, goes down. No dance, no celebration. It's a silent prayer. From death to death, I explore the catacombs, aggroing every single fucking skeleton I can, and I have no poise. And I just get the true British treatment. I tipped to find the blacksmith, and I completely forgot to record Pinwheel's boss fight, so here's something more entertaining. Fucking lovely. We end up finding good old trusty Patches. You hoogerless arger. Killing all the priesty men to save the one miracle seller. Yeah, I don't use any of her miracles. I could have just let her die, honestly. But we killed them all. 3 souls. Oh, how could this be? A halberd through your chest. I explored through the catacombs, making out safely for a change. I hate this fucking place. Honestly, it's not that bad, but I do not have the sunlight maggot, so I have fuck all shield. So this was awful. I hate the catacombs. Make my way. I see a lizard, and I want some twinkling titanite for no apparent reason, and yeah, I whiff. One problem with the halberd is spacing. Lovely. We make our way to Nito. I wonder if there's a way to survive that drop without losing most of your health. Now, I don't remember much about these fights. All I know is don't go to the back and have a holy weapon. Yeah, I didn't bring a holy weapon for quite a while. But the skeletons go down in 1 hit, so they're not much of an issue. And I know Nito will kill them himself, so honestly, I can just focus on Nito as he beats the fuck out of me. As I'm poised, toxic actually. I did not realize how quickly the skeletons got up, though. I would have kept a better eye on them. But this fight was definitely a one against many. He really tracks you with that. He wants you with that grab. He got me. Give me the good old Nito suck. Yeah, I eventually got cornered in the fucking cornering. I got exploded on. Got invaded as well by a Leroy Jenkins motherfucker. Honestly, I'm not going to use equipment, and this halberd is so great for NPC invaders. They don't know what to do. So, yeah. Once more, back down to face Nito. Once more, I learn how to fly, and die. I started running back through the catacombs again for no real apparent reason. I just got lost along the way, and I made a left where I should have made a right. Losing all them souls. I hate the catacombs. I decided to start using my healing miracles to not waste my Estus, but I did make my dagger a holy dagger. Now, I do have a special dagger at my LARP where it has a fucking soul of a mage lord, so honestly this fits with me having a really weird weapon. But my halberd is just a plus 15. Nothing special there. As I'm whittling away at these skeletons, I'm ignoring Nito to kill these fucking skeletons. Alright, they are dead. Let's focus on big guy here, on big back. I try to use my dagger, but that did so little damage. The hitbox for Nito, I don't know if it's my halberd or if it's literally just him, but I whiff so many shots facing this bone draugr, this Sather-wielding mass of death and decay. As you can see, I'm hitting right in the back shot. Nothing. I think it's just his hitbox, if I remember correctly. But the good old spin to win, you can't miss if I just spin all around you. I keep trying to run away from the explosion. I forget how big it is, and I just keep getting tossed around. Learn how to dodge though. I keep going for the back, like it's actually going to do something. You think I learned after the second attempt, but no. But once more, I decided, let me see if I can shield it, and that worked. I can just block his attack, which is cool for me, because he keeps fucking using it. I don't know why I back up here, honestly. It doesn't mitigate the damage. But with my shield in hand, and honestly, it did most of the damage, so I can just heal right in front of him and not give a shit. Once more, he goes for another scream. And once more, I go in for a good old nice chop. The dead should remain dead. The buried should stay in the earth and go back from whence you've came. I decided, fuck it, let's go to the painted world. I actually got a new helmet. It's the cleric helmet. It looks the most like my actual helmet, so tomato, tomato, am I right? We relive the catacombs moment here. I really hope he walks away. He does not. Fucking lovely. We, well, you can see we go across the bridge trying to get past the undead dragon with minimal success. Actually, fuck all success, actually. We go back for round 2, though. By the skin of my teeth, I survive. But he does not. Take a page out of Neo's book. Stay dead. Now, I swear there's a way to get past this without going back in the pinwheel area. Pinwheel? But, I figured it out. So that was cool. Great game. Oh, Priscilla. Honestly, I just want the souls, so we're just gonna throw straight hands. I also want that dagger to have a special dagger instead of the holy one I have. Honestly, she was a pain in the ass to fight. For well, as you're about to see. Yeah, I have fuck all bleed resistance. So yeah, I just kept fucking ragdolled. And I whiffed so hard. As I got nothing for this fight. I just try to stay away at this point. 1-2 hits and I'm bleeding. I thought I saw her feet here, but as you can see, I can't hit with her shit. There was a hit registration, but no damage. So let's try this gold spin to win. I try to get behind her, which I'm just wasting time at this point. I really want that dagger. But more whiffs along the way. More and more. But let's just spin to win. No, we're going to try stabbing again. Yes, yeah. Please just spin. There we go. And she goes invisible again. Yeah, don't ask what I was aiming at. I should really stop off-locking and swinging. It does me no favors. I just look like an idiot. Yep. Lovely. I've played this game before. I swear I have. And we get her. For one more spin to win, I get the dagger. And Priscilla goes down. Join the rest of the twisted kin, Agmenbotha swine. We open the floodgates of the ruins of Anor Londo. No, New Londo, sorry. Shit's named weird. I wish the ghosts fucked off too, that'd be nice. That was actually the hard part of this area, was the ghosts. We fight a couple of dark wraiths along the way, and I learn how to parry, so honestly, they are no issue to me. Yeah. I learned something while playing. Yeah, this happened while I went back true fire link. I don't know what caused this. I stripped to my tidy whities thinking maybe it's something on my gear that's causing an issue. But no, I'm just a void. Honestly, I try to just like paint the screen with it, but it stops. Any idea how this happens? Oh, it's gone. Neat. That would have made for an interesting challenge run, though. I do pick up the very large ember, and I kill this firekeeper, mainly because I want firekeeper souls. I don't know where they all are, but I know firekeeper got a firekeeper soul. If I can just pick, there we go. We head on down to face the Four Kings. A very long way down. Honestly, this is just a fight to, just to kill him as fast as you can. This is what they call a DPS test. I think it's fair to say that I failed this test. They beat the dog out of me. Eventually, 3 were on the field at the same time, so I just started running at anyone that was close, and he was the closest one, so let's meet my death. Yeah, I can't dodge with this shit, can I? The answer is no. I tried to chug right there. But yeah, not fun. We actually go meander around to go get some more levels. I mainly want to get my halberd up to a better level and just upgrade my stats. So we're facing the Fire Sage. Honestly, it's just the Asylum Demon Part 3. There's not much to say. He fly, he smash, nothing unique about him. So we'll just watch me beat on this guy for a little bit. And surprise of no one, yeah, he goes down. We make our way to the Bed of Chaos, killing the Sister of Islip very easily. And I actually finally get invaded by Kirk. This is the first time that I was a human in his area, so that was cool. He stops him around a little bit, but again, I have a halberd. But he has more poise. Doesn't matter though. I'll just keep poking him. Poke to win. I found my sun-born friend at the end of his pilgrimage. He searched not for glory, nor for kingdoms, but for a son he could call his own. Yet when he finally embraced his light, he found only false dawn, a hollow flame, wearing the face of hope. How cruel that the biggest soul I knew was consumed not by darkness, but by the light he loved the most. May the flame remember your name. When his age has turned to ash, may your burden be lifted beyond this fading world. And if there is nothing sky beyond a fog, may you finally find the sun that does not deceive, a warmth that does not consume, and a dawn worthy of your faith. Rest now, brave knight. You were incandescent, long for you were found a sun. On that bleak note, we find the Bed of Chaos, a writhing mass of pride, of envy. We find a twisted amalgamation, and we squash that fucking bug. And it squashes back too, like a roach right in the crack. So, we go for round 2. Once more down this only fun thing in this game is a slide to the worst possible fate. That. So twisted beyond recognition, so void of human form. It's a writhing mass of a newfound life, so twisted, so dark. Can it be called life? Can this be called living? Almost. You parody of bark. You miserable excuse of life. Like the former, I will crush you. Let's dive through your branches, roll through your roots, and crush another pillar of your false faith. The arms are split. The chest is exposed. Let's go for the heart. Through flame and agony, you endured, but through undead and rebirth is where I endure. So let's show this thing what a man forged from Asken Embla can do. Let's show this parody of Yggdrasil that I am its death. Oh no, I'm just a fucking idiot. Once more. That would have been really bad. I chug right on the tree. I don't know why. And that little imp, that bug goes down. But fortunately, I did seal Sigmayr's fate because I don't have the bonfire of the witch. So, yeah, his quest line ended here. So sad. I'll throw a bomb at this bitch. That was funny. Now time to fight the, slithering, the slithering femboy.
Heretic. First thou offendeth the Godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great Lord. I am the dark sun, Gwendolyn. Let the atonement for thy felonies commence.
I always found Gwendolyn to be a very interesting boss. Not because it was hard, just how it shows his mastery of illusion magic. How he held up the sun in Anor Londo. How he kept a projection of his sister for who knows how many cycles, years, or who knows what. But this is a very poor excuse, as I get blasted in the face, of his magic. And he just runs the fuck away. He is an annoying boss fight, to say the least. Mainly because he just keeps running. I know there's an end to this, but I do not have the patience to wait that out for an easy win. So, we march on with a nice chop. I do pretty good damage, I think. We should be able to do this, what, in a few more cycles? But, again, very easy boss. I don't have much to say, so let's just watch me end this Sather-wielding, serpent-born, archer-throwing, magic-using son of a better... I'd call him better king, but honestly, Gwyn was an asshole. Gwyn was a piece of shit. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep on yapping. But there's not much to say here. Yeah, dodge that. And Dark Sun Femboy goes down.
An eternal curse upon thee.
We make it to the Duke's Archives where I kill another Gulimbuski parody. And I fight Sif for the first time. I find this little crevice. I stand here for a good half an hour, just waiting for something to happen. I know you're supposed to die here, but I just find this funny, that he can't kill me. That was a fun shopping spree. I did not use those miracles. I lack the faith. Let's turn this off, shall we? Well, don't you fret. I cleared all the crabs, so we'll have no gallivanting crustaceans in our fight, O Sif the Betrayer. Honestly, I've watched so many challenge runs of Seath, this is not even a challenge. Let me just fucking speech on this guy. Behold, the great betrayer. You betrayed your blood for crystal, your honor for fear, and your kin for the promise of everlasting life. You called it wisdom. I called it cowardice. You feared death so deeply that you forgot how to live. The scales you cast aside were never your curse, Seath. Your curse was believing that eternity could be stolen instead of earned. Look around you. These crystals, these experiments, these broken souls, this is your legacy. Not greatness, not knowledge, only obsession craved in the stone. You sought to become immortal. Instead, you became a prisoner of your own fear. No, your precious crystal is now dust. Your lies are broken. And for the first time in countless ages, you will face the one thing no magic could spare you from. Die knowing this. The dragons will remember you, not as one who survived, but as the one who betrayed them all. To be cast to dust, you Neathhogger swine. I head back around to Darkroot Basin and I fight Havel for the first time in this run, and I think I'm severely overleveled. Damn, that's a stark difference from my first playthrough ever. We kill the Hydra. GG. We actually go back up to retrieve my souls, and I have to wonder, how did Seath get down there? Well, we entered the DLC, like the good old grippers. I have to wonder what was going on in Miyazaki's head to make these things. He's thrashing me the fuck around, holy shit. We faced the Sanctuary Guardian. Honestly, he was not that bad of a fight. I did really good damage, and I just need to stay on him. The poison didn't help though, but honestly, not much to say. A stark difference from the base game bosses. The DLC definitely ramps up their speed and agility, and that shows in later entries of the game. He hits like a fucking Mack truck though, but so do I. Honestly, really cool boss design. I love the arena with the electric, but I never stop doing that. I love healing right in front of the bosses. That should have hit me, but it should have, could have, would have. Alas, the Guardian goes down. I did earn the chest head, symbol of avarice, so that's a good little bonus for souls there. I have no commentary, no boasting, no words of glazing for Niartorius, other than a few hollow prayers for a legend. For this truly is my second best boss fight in the entirety of this game. Hope these words are worthy of the title of Artorius. Knight Artorius, your name was carried by kings. Your deeds were sung by warriors. You stood where others fled, and when the abyss reached out for this world, you stood alone. You did not fail because you lacked courage. You failed because no soul, no matter how mighty, can bear the abyss forever. Look at what remains of you. The wolf still keeps his oath, while the knight who inspired the legends has become their tragedy. There will be no victory here, only mercy. So let this final duel be worthy of the name you carried. Let every blow remind the world of the warrior you once were, not the beast the abyss has made you. Rest now, Artorias. Your watch is over. This crossbow arger, yeah, he was a pain in the ass. He just kept kicking me. I kept stabbing. He kept kicking me. I kept stabbing. He kept kicking me. I kept stabbing until eventually he stopped kicking me. I do save Sif, but alas, I wasn't planning on using them. Now, I know Manus is supposed to be a hard fight, and he hits like a fucking truck like they all do. But I think I was just so over-leveled for this area, I kind of ruined the experience for myself. Not saying he wasn't an easy fight. I did first try him though, but my whiffing is of no help here. I should really lock on more for certain attacks. I did get the rejuvenating miracle just to help a little bit. Kind of also blend with my LARP character because he knows mostly just healing miracles. But Manus just keeps relenting on me. I'm actually glad I leveled Vigor so much because I play very straightforwardly, and I think the gameplay shows that. Run and chop, run and chop, run and chop. Oh, I'm about to die. Let me heal and lose most of my health. That one worked. Because I like having the entirety of boss fights in and don't like silent commentary. Oh, Father of the Abyss, how long have you screamed beneath the earth? Your rage shook kingdoms. Your sorrow swallowed the light. Men named you monster. Yet they forgot that monsters are so often born from the wounds left to fester. But grief cannot rule the world. Suffering is no crown. Your humanity has become a sea that drowns every soul it touches. And your anguish demands a price no innocent soul should ever pay. This ends here, not in hatred, but in judgment. May your fury fade. May your shattered soul find the peace this world denied you. Sleep now, Manus. The Abyss will claim you no longer. Honestly, thought that speech would have went a little bit longer. But again, I like the entirety of boss fights. And this is just one slog, just one fucking two brutes of bloated health pools just beating the dog shit out of each other. And I just keep healing right in front of the boss. I see Sif's sign. I wasn't gonna summon them. I still don't plan on it. But Manus is just beating the shit out of me. I still have half my Estus. More than half. Oh, half now. There we go. But we're just beating the shit out of each other. This was a great boss fight. Like, 8 out of 10. Like, amazing fucking gameplay mechanics. I love the use of the pendant. Kind of makes his magic side trivial. But with the last of my health, well, their health, I decided to summon Sif. For who suffered more in this world? Well, Manus, of course. Artorias suffered greatly. But Sif? Sif deserves their chance to draw some Argar twisted and tortured blood. So go, Sif. Go seek the blood that is owed to you. Or just get the dog shit beat out of you. Sif. He's at 1 HP. Please. End this. Sif, please. No, you're just gonna watch? Alright, I'll end this. You're a good dog. Never forget that. Horrible fighter. Horrible companion. But a good dog. Oh well. I go back to face the Sanctuary Guardians. I know they spawn in pairs, and I do not do well in pairs. These two was so aggressive, so on my ass. The wombo combos, the teamwork, I could not beat them. I will come back here later though. But these two are beyond my lack of skill and lack of patience. So be warned, you twin beasts, I will be back. We face the Black Dragon Calamine. Honestly, pretty cool fight. Not as hard as I remember, truthfully. Quick lore fact, you know the Calamine actually does have 2 eyes and not a Cyclops? Yeah, I didn't know that until it picked me up. I was there like, look at its beady fucking red eyes. That was cool. But yeah, I just stayed under it and spin to win. I think by now, you know what I'm going to do for these long boss fights where I have nothing else to say. Black Dragon. Long before kingdoms were raised, before the first flame gave birth to disparity, your kind ruled beneath the endless sky. You watched empires rise, you watched them crumble, you endure. Yet even the oldest of ages must one day yield to time. I do not raise my blade in hatred. I raised it in respect. You are the last echo of a world already turned to ash. A king without a kingdom. A storm with no horizon left to claim. May your wings carry you beyond this fading age. May your roar be the final song of the everlasting dragons. Sleep now, Ancient One. Your war ended long before this battle ever began. Today, I merely close the final page. I go back and clean up some NPCs. Hey, we're going for round 2. You kick, I stab. You kick, I stab. We play this again. We know how this ends. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, she asked for her soul again. She saw it one last time, I guess. Yeah, I killed her. For no apparent reason other than I could. And I wanted Artorias' souls. For his soul should be used to fuel me, to end this age. Not to be stuck away in your bosom. I don't know what she'd do with the soul, honestly. But I just want to kill her, mainly for her golden dagger. It's closer to the one I use at LARP. It's called the Golden Dagger of the North. It's not even fucking gold. But regardless, she tries to throw stuff. I try to parry. I stop trying to parry. Oh, I parried her. And she dies. Yeah, that was just a ramble of fights. But yeah. Thank you for the souls. They will be used in some capacity to do good. We've done it. We've collected the 4 Lord souls, carried by this pygmy. O great lords, burn away this age, allow passage, so I may burn anew, and reclaim this world, so my people may not suffer under the ire, but although they will, it is inevitable. We face the Lord of Cinder. Now, I've been getting good at parrying, but I find it frustrating to see challenge runs where they just bait and parry the Lord of Cinder, Gwyn, the king of an age, a soul so powerful that is reduced to a meager parry and riposte. So I will not do that. I will not dishonor the flame. I will not lessen Gwyn in myself. I shall fight him. Steel versus steel. Estus healing my veins until one of us cracks. But alas, I am the first to fall. But unlike you, Gwyn, I will rise from my ashes. So I say unto you, O Lord of Sunlight, you found the first flame. You raised kingdoms from its light. You cast down the everlasting dragons and crowned an age of gods. For that, history will remember your greatness. But greatness is not beyond reproach. When the flame began to fade, you did not let the world move forward. You shackled it to your fear. You fed your own soul to dying embers, and in doing so, condemned countless generations to inherit an age that should have ended long ago. Look upon yourself now. No crown, no court, no choir to sing of your victories. Only ash. Only silence. This is the price of cycling to yesterday. Rest now, Gwyn. The fire you sacrificed everything to preserve has only burned away. An age ends here. Not with triumph. Not with victory. Not with boasts. Not with overwhelming strength or an age of fire to back my sword, but with mercy. May your sons forgive me. May your daughters forgive you. May this age remember your greatness. But may it burn us all the same. Rest now, O Lord, Heavenly Father, Gwyn.
Very good.
Well, I did it. I really appreciate that you stuck around for this really long video of me just rambling and with a few speeches here and there. This was my first attempt of making any semblance of a challenge run and playing a game for a viewing experience. I really hope you enjoyed some of the speeches I gave. I know my commentary could have been better, but this is the first time go around. So definitely leave, comments down below. I'm not gonna fucking ask to like. I'm a nobody, and that's the way it will remain. I just want to put my experience of Dark Souls out here. And I hope you enjoyed seeing me get the absolute shit beaten out of me. This was a lot of fun. I played a lot of Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, so this was really cool going back and playing where it all began. I do have plans on making future videos. Hopefully with better quality and pacing, of course. But I just want to get this out here and show off, I guess. Not really show off, but I'm just rambling. This is the end of the video. You can click off at any time, but thanks again for watching. And I'm the Midgard Viking, and look forward to more videos of some quality. I don't really know. This is the end of the video. I'm just rambling. It doesn't mean anything. Are you still here? That's odd. Why are you here? This is the credits. Skip past me. Go. Skip. 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 Skip.